social media and I searched up
Alright guys,
Brian
I'm
on
back.
social media, and it turns out his last
Gabby
location
Petito case.
was at the
Looking down
residence
to it.
of the Laundrie family with Cassie Laundrie's husband, James Aaron Lussex.
Just saying this is all
So we can only
speculation. I would not
speculate
take anything to face value.
why
You just said speculation.
James Aaron Lussex was at this location. I mean, this is the day before the September 11th.
And supposedly,
From her mother,
Cassie's sister,
which is something
or
that someone pointed
Brian
out,
Laundrie's sister actually, Cassie,
9/11. It's a weird coincidence there.
may know something because Brian was last seen with her husband. Using the, I guess, some tool. Social media
Laundrie
tool.
says she's told police everything she knows about her brother, Brian Laundrie, and his fiancée, Gabby Petito, and their cross-country road trip.
I've cooperated every way that I can. I wish I had information, or I would give more. This is all I have is I gave to the police.
Petito's father says he isn't sure Cassie Laundrie is being fully transparent, given the fact that her parents and her brother haven't said one word to police.
I'm hoping that the pleas and the begging and the community and the, entire damn planet knock some sense into her where she's like, I gotta speak.
Yeah, so I think what I'm trying to do on my YouTube channel is really put the pressure on the Laundrie family to speak, and I think that's been a key theme.
Alright, yo. Answer this poll for me.
Just putting the pressure on the Laundrie
Just put it up.
actually seems to work, because what has happened in the past, Brian.
Hey, when this guy put this thing up?
Nice, well-written statement, but it does explain.
He has so much echo in this thing.
Every day, okay? Why were you not concerned? Not every day, but why were you not concerned when she stopped calling around September 1st? You probably have a lot of contact with the Laundrie family. Why weren't you the one to report her missing if you did love her that much?
True.
And again, I see there's some new people coming in, and I just want to reiterate what is going on with.
So the question some people are asking is Brian Laundrie alive or dead? Well,
ooh, I just wrote that poll.
Renowned psychiatrist believes there are some clues in Laundrie's behavior that might give us a glimpse. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer joins us live. And Aaron, obviously this is, psychology from the couch, but what did you learn? What did this gentleman or woman say?
Well, the psychiatrist starts by looking at Brian Laundrie's actions, and we have an idea of what he did following Gabby's death. We know that he drove her van all the way back cross-country to Florida without her. We know that he's also now accused of using someone else's debit card after Gabby had died. We just don't know whose debit card that was. And then almost as soon as she was reported missing, Brian Laundrie disappeared, not to be heard from again since. So experts have been asking, is this someone who seems like they would take their own life, or is this more like somebody who would take off?
Take off. For sure, every step of the every step of the turn, that man's just been running, bro. Running. This is almost damn near premeditated. That's good as like a premeditated getaway, because he's gone.
Dr. James Heisman, a renowned Florida psychiatrist who's currently writing a book on personality disorders.
This is pretty much something that happens in America and around the world. Pretty much under the radar.
Dr. Heisman says it's improper to diagnose Laundrie from afar, but he says the reports and video show signs of narcissism that led to an abusive relationship with Gabby. And it's now on display for the world to see.
Everybody sees the real person.
Yeah.
A 911 call.
Damn.
This interaction with police in Utah. Here's what the caller told police.
What were they doing? We drove by and the gentleman.
I can't imagine like another human not wanting to beat his ass as soon as they see him, though.
She talked with officers. Laundrie, however, remained calm and seemingly unemotional.
In terms of this disorder, they have no core values.
Dr. Heisman says this knowledge can indicate how a person like that might react under the kind of pressure investigators are putting on Laundrie.
They are very likely to run away, to hide, to think they can get away with
He's
it.
definitely doing that.
Wildlife refuge near the Laundrie family home in Northport.
Probably not there,
for
though.
him, evidence, or both. He's the only person of interest in Gabby's homicide and has been missing since September 14th. Dr. Heisman says even narcissists reach a breaking point.
This is a time when self-harm issues or suicide can be triggered.
Dr. Heisman says that likely depends on the extent of any possible personality disorders.
There's a lot of pointing fingers. I didn't do it. I'm not accountable. But there's also those times alone when you can't deny that what's happening in my life is entirely falling apart.
And narcissism is a disorder in which a person has an inflated sense of self-importance. Experts say it can lead to abusive behavior or demeaning behavior. Now, Laundrie, as I said, is...
Great. The man's definitely a runner. Girl goes missing. Boyfriend goes missing after we know boyfriend was last seen with girlfriend. And no one's talking. We're just gonna find the body. Like 2 months later. Let's do you out here. Someone said shots fired outside there. Someone called in like a, what's it called? Parents definitely covered up. Someone called the, what's it called, fake gunshots outside his house.
Over $1,000 on someone else's debit card days after Gabby Petito was last seen. Joining us now is Justice Janine Pirro, host of Justice with Judge Janine, which is an awesome show.
Gabby met her on Bumble and a year prior.
Dead or alive at this
Isn't Bumble like a dating site, like Tinder, or a dating app?
The fact that the parents, I think, were very involved in making sure he was able to escape, covering up his whereabouts until the 17th. So they had from September 1st to the 17th. There's all this unusual activity, buying a camper. He goes camping with his parents. I don't know any 23-year-old who does.
I like how you guys said 100% hiding. He's definitely hiding.
I think he's arrogant enough to think that he can survive this.
Yeah, I feel like.
On the other hand, he may say, "I don't want to go to jail, so I'd rather die." Who knows?
And then, so is the search just in that Carlton Reserve, or is it much?
To me, the personality I get from him is like I could probably outrun this.
For Brian, I think they may be looking
for shit, bro.
Reserve, because remember, the parents helped.
How do you eat food? Like, what do you eat out there?
Not the camper, her van that he brought back. We don't know what was in the van. We don't know what was in the Mustang. The parents have pretty much kept all of that away.
A bunch of food and just kept them hidden for days.
They're lawyering up. There's all kinds of evidence that's gone. So there may be
here's another poll. Should the parents be charged? Is the real question.
In that swamp area.
Just anything. Aiding and abetting. They had something to do with this disappearance, bro.
You set up the first domestic violence unit as a prosecutor, and one of the reasons
those parents definitely need to be charged, bro.
And you did that because you knew that this is a problem that happens. What do you think about what Mark Furman said about what happened in Utah?
You know, the problem is when you have a police officer saying that domestic violence charges are not meant for people going through the state and traveling through the state. They're only meant for people who live in the state. That is outrageous. That's what people were thinking 40 years ago. I started, you're right, the first domestic violence unit in the country. It was a pilot project. That mentality is what gets young people like this.
The lawyer needs to be charged too. If only you could, man, because he definitely helped. He definitely told him not to say anything after knowing the situation. It's like, as a lawyer, I'm not saying you're helping cover up for your, because he probably didn't know. He was just probably like, don't tell me. But shit, son, like, you're not helping the police. So, like, damn. They're trying to fight the case, but they found a body. Now they just have to prove that he killed her. When just leave nothing without a doubt so that the jury can convict him.
Violence cases are cases where you have to assess the danger to the woman or to the man in 10% of the cases.
Hey chat, what's up? I see newcomers coming in.
If you're going through the state, the laws aren't for there.
Laws don't apply to you. But there is mandatory arrest in most states in this country. The police have an obligation to assess who is the primary aggressor and who is the one that they're going to put under arrest. In some states,
I heard her say this in a different one.
And he says, well, they'll both be bailed. Who knows what was going to happen in this case?
Yeah, she might be alive if they were still in jail.
Absolutely. I'm doing it tomorrow night. Dr. Bodden will be on the show. Okay. We've also got Lou Holtz. We've got a whole bunch of people. Yeah, it'll be fun.
All right, great to have you, and great to have you on the 5 this week, too. Thank you so much.
I feel like I don't know, because it's the person representing you. I don't think you could charge
Today marks 7
like
days
a
since
lawyer even. Like, say if I did commit a murder and then tell my lawyer and he told me just don't say anything, I still don't think he could be charged in aiding and abetting.
Person of interest in the death of Gabby Petito. Fox 35's
He'll probably just encourage me to
more on the search for one of
turn
those
myself in and get the best, deal possible for myself. But, I mean, in Brian's case, the best deal possible is death. So,
before he went into the swamp, he might hurt himself.
he's getting executed in some state or by the feds if caught and convicted.
Of the 25,000 gator and snake infested acres.
I'm pretty sure Florida still has the death penalty, but then I don't know. When he eluded arrest, I don't know if that's enough or that warrants the death penalty. It might just be up to the feds if it's like a death penalty.
He might hurt himself.
That's really what's carrying us through, is the drive to try to find Brian and try to put closure to this investigation.
Yeah, they're not
People who also need closure are Gabby Petito's loved ones, like Noreen Gibbons. It was at her home in Oregon that Gabby and
He didn't even take his cell phone, bro. Like, come on. Come on. Like, bro. And then you went back to the Hold on here. So he left his phone initially.
To feel closer to the young lady who was like
Left, and then the parents, like a week or two later, said, "Oh yeah, he left his phone." Like, come on. Everyone should be. Anyone that Brian talked to since like her death should just be charged at this point. It seems like.
Much of the Venice side. Still, they ask, where is Brian?
We're not wasting our time out here. We are doing our due diligence to find Brian and an area that intelligence had led us that he could possibly be in.
The funeral for Gabby Petito is scheduled for noon on Sunday in Long Island.
What's it called?
We are still waiting for the final
Burner phones? Yeah, it's possible.
in Northport.
I mean, I want to say paid like an all cash. Went to a store somewhere. Damn. Yeah. Damn. It's very much possible. Burner. But then, what's it called? I mean, if only him just has the burner phone, but he can't call his parents. I'm sure that those calls are being monitored.
But not many answers yet. Brad, what have you learned so far?
But yeah, burner phone's probable. It's definitely a good what's it called idea. There's some other lives regarding Gabby Petito. This is just speculation, though.
To FBI.gov.
Anything he.
If you guys have any tips that you want to get noticed, just please send them to me. My email is in my profile.
Hey man, good morning. So there's quite a few things to cover.
Oh.
Quite a few things we're
because it reminds her of Gabby's eyes. A young woman full of life, continuing to light up the world, even in her death.
You don't even have to have children to be touched by this.
For sure, but he's using them to help him see. Yeah, that's what I would. That's what I was thinking. Why not?
Smiling and laughing. Joining us live tonight is Maya Posley. She is a longtime family friend of the Petito family.
Leave a sub if you guys like what you're watching. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more of this.
Well, thank you for keeping Gabby's story out there. I know that.
Gabby Petito never goes out.
Oh my God, 27 minutes. That's social media's impact. Investigation timeline, yeah, that's what I want to know.
Something that is still not clear, the Laundrie's family role in all of this. According to police,
88% of you guys said. And like, oh, no, we got another voter here. 89%. Should the parents be charged? Who doesn't believe the parents should be charged? What? Come on. Oh, Spawny73 thinks they dropped him off in Alabama. Huh.
On Wednesday, when he didn't come
yeah, those southern states, you can get lost in easy, bro.
And drove it home. Why did they do that? And why didn't they report him missing to police until Friday, September 17th?
So like a week after she goes missing is when his parents report him missing.
In the tent, set up. I think our plan.
AKA just ran away.
Is to just hang out here in the tent.
Come on.
Brian's stretching, doing some morning yoga.
The couple posted
Just
their
wait till the
journey on
final
social
odds.
media,
Whew.
documenting every step of the
Whew.
way, and it was social
I wonder when they're
media
gonna release the report of the final autopsy. Like, probably. Do you think they'll do it in the trial, or do you think they'll do it sooner?
My boyfriend and I picked up Brian.
Because I know, like, at some point.
National Park.
Yeah.
Saturday evening, but
I know at some point they stopped releasing information and just save it all for trial.
if anybody can help, I know the FBI is looking for all
Like, not trying to overplay their hand, I guess.
and shared their videos, giving agents a more specific place to search. In a very short
I'm pretty
time,
sure
they
any
found Gabby's
evidence you
remains.
have to enter in a
help us
trial,
sort through this, we're joined by Scott
this
Bond,
lawyer would also get a copy.
criminologist and
So it's
author.
like public info.
So, what do you think? Did social media find Gabby?
Stay 8 weeks.
Well, I think that it provided
Damn.
assistance,
2.
and I believe that
I have to wait another 2 months.
acknowledged as much.
It's probably like time to give the, I guess, family some peace.
So
She's getting buried like sometime this week or next week.
I was in Wyoming days before these videos and this information surfaced, and literally it was difficult for us to find.
I think so.
Searches that were happening.
I didn't think he was anything else. What did you think he was, Alex?
You know, first the TikToker, the woman on TikTok, Miranda Baker, described how she picked him up as a hitchhiker and gave very specific locations and times where he was in the park. And then the family that's traveling in an RV, they had video.
They won't have her body. Oh, damn. Damn, it was that bad. I mean, it was in the dirt for like 2 weeks.
I kind of look at
It was probably decayed a great amount. I'm not gonna lie.
you're taking a drink from a fire hose.
It's
Some is
definitely. I didn't think it'd be an open casket, but damn, they won't even have the body there.
really have to pick and choose. They have to pick and choose between what they
Oh, they still need the body for studies. Gotcha.
valuable and what might just
Can't miss anything. It's
who are injecting themselves
prosecuting
in the
someone.
case for their own amusement.
It's understandable then, I guess.
Authorities who are also technological experts.
I mean, yeah, the parents are exercising their. Come on, come on, man. You can exercise your right. Your rights doesn't. Okay, you can exercise your right to stay silent. Don't get me wrong. But like you said, it does make you look more guilty. And like pretty much every step around, every like step we've taken in this investigation, just makes Brian and the family look more guilty and guilty. Cops know where he is. Pretty sure when they find him, they're gonna charge him with murder of some form. Or, I mean, they'll probably work those, what's it called, charges where he spent like over $1,000 first, and then use it to like build a story of how he murdered her. I don't know everything they know, so
What do you think is the
it's so hard to say at this point.
America with
Yeah, you need hard evidence, like without a doubt type evidence. So I could speculate that his parents knew from how they stayed silent and didn't help, but that can't convict them in court. So,
wait, did you see? You know, everyone is so
I
excited.
mean, you guys have a point. He's running on felony charges. Yeah, the charges like over 1,000. I don't get how him taking the car from Wyoming all the way back to Florida without her isn't a charge in and of itself. If she's not alive with him to come back with him, like it's like he kind of just stole a car there. Of course they went there together, but you can't leave with her car without her. Yeah, I think it is like bank fraud.
It's in the popular culture. It absolutely exists. I looked at the latest statistics available from the FBI. Last year, there were 543,000 missing persons.
All right, I don't need that.
Which is a heck of a lot. 29%.
Welcome to Banfield. Manhunt.
We start.
It's on land, in the water, from the air.
Yeah, we can't charge people off assumptions. This isn't like the 1600s. What's it called? Salem witch trials, basically. But I mean, sheesh.
It was just a false report, which, by the way, police say they're now investigating that false report.
Yeah, better known as swatting people, and it is very, very dangerous, and you can be.
Okay, so she would have had to report it stolen for her.
Don't think that just because you block your number.
All right, but don't you need consent? Like if you would take someone's property,
Brian, tell me
especially like a car, right? Like
Laundrie family. We've seen
I don't
action
know.
in terms of them going towards the police
I
station
guess, yeah.
yesterday, heading to
But I
Orlando
mean,
to
you
see
could
a
prove he
lawyer.
stole a car
Any lawyer
if she's
going
not
to see them,
alive
because
when he
it's
takes the
clear at
car,
this
right?
point their son
Even if
can't
she
on
did give him
communicate with
permission to
them,
use it
and
before
if they
she,
do,
while
they
she was
could be
alive.
considered harboring a fugitive. That is dangerous. That can net you 10 years in
Yeah, Brian did ruin a lot of lives.
Yeah, we know the Laundries went yesterday to meet with their lawyer, Mr. Bertolino, in Orlando. He came in from New York. They
Yeah,
went to
see?
Orlando.
How do you
No
get
one has
consent
come
from
to the
a
house today, but you mentioned at
deceased
the top of
body?
your show, we
But
were
I
to
guess
have
they
a
also
statement
have to
with
prove
Mr.
when she
Bertolino
died,
today, and he
which I
did
think the last
confirm
sighting
to
of her is
us.
on the
He
27th,
says that the
and he makes it
parents
back on the
said that when
1st.
Brian left this house to go on a hike, he did not have his cell phone, he did not have his wallet, and he also said the parents were concerned that Brian was going to hurt himself. We had follow-up.
Oh, I can't take anything with those parents say at face value anymore. Can't trust anything they say.
A friend of Gabby Petito's family has revealed why she chose the color blue for the ribbons meant to honor the vlogger at her hometown vigil. If you want to stay up to date on Gabby Petito, she was like a grandma to Gabby.
We were excited to welcome them back to our home. Like I said, Brian drew a picture for my granddaughter 2 years ago when they visited, and she remembered them and was looking forward to it. And we were so looking forward to their visiting. I don't know if I want him to be dead or if I want him to be alive to face the consequences.
I want him to be alive so he can answer a bunch of questions.
And I love Gabby.
Death is
Alive
so...
to
Come
face
on, that's
the
not fair.
consequences. I love that. Most survivors of domestic violence either never live to see their abusers face consequences, or their abuser just keeps on going scot-free. We want him alive and facing consequences.
Yeah.
Another close friend to the Petito family.
I mean, he hitchhiked, I think, around the day that she died, they said. But, like, again, also, why was he hitchhiking when he had a van? Was it to get away from the body, and then he was like, well, maybe I can't get away? Or was he using it to be like, look, I wasn't there when she died. Here are my alibis. But that can also be used against him if they say she died around the time you got hitchhiked. Like, someone puts you in time and place around her body. So, and you were the last one to see her. Last one seen arguing with her as well inside the restaurant. Like, I don't know. Yeah, $200 that he did probably steal. I mean, who offers someone $200 for a ride? I'd be like, you're probably trying to rob me. I mean, they're gracious people. What's it called? It's in there. I've been noticing he's losing a lot of people following him. I think they're starting to block him. Gets more. All his followers, everyone he follows, has like a few K now. People snooping. I mean, this man's like a natural born hiker. Seems like. But Florida reserves are completely different from like a desert terrain. You know, you have to actually watch out for like they said, gators and other types of animals. Whereas here, you just have to drink water and keep it pushing. Wait, go up. Look at the devil silhouette, which. Oh, here. So like this one. That's a champ. That was a good show. Which one are we on the right? See, by the time I see the chat, it doesn't like let me know. Oh, like I'm so confused. We'll just go through all his photos. How about that? My biggest fear is that one day I'll wake up and it'll all have been a dream. I wish it was a dream. Maybe she'd still be alive. That's stuff. He might commit suicide. I don't know. He seems very narcissistic. Oh, the cartoon where the guy just says, "Just do it." That's that. Tripping, bro. I'm completely missing this. Also, what's it called? My Instagram page, Alex J.R. Joseph. You guys been this up? That's me and my lovely girlfriend. My friend who just got married this past spring. Back to Brian. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Mark. I just like it. Right? I was like, damn, he is a good drawer, but fuck it. He's a murderer. And the rest of his time drawn in jail. Look at the caption of the Dark Devil. Yeah. The Enchanted dude. Should have said that. This dude. When I pondered whether I should do a Lucy stamp, all I could hear is a deep come on, man. That's not cool. He's a murderer. Don't be giving him props. On your breath, but not on this page. So, come on. 1.1 mil, damn. It's very creepy. She's like 22. Like 20. 22 is like a 22 and 23 are like 20 years, dude. Damn. That's what I thought but like, what's it called? Everyone was saying he went on live on Instagram, which I didn't believe. I thought that was still speculation too. But why not leave by boat, right? Like it's you're in Florida, the waters are pretty calm, so you can like just paddle on out of there if you need be. I don't understand. Did she like live in New York at some point? Ah, yeah. I know her father's from New York, and then I guess she lived with her mom. Little bro. So I guess she met Brian while living with her mom, and damn. When did it all go downhill? Damn, right here, probably. Right before her 21st. Oh, fuck no, they were together for a year before. Yeah. Damn. I mean, I just got a girlfriend during it's called quarantine. That's crazy, bro. Just break up with the person. Don't kill them. Like, for any reason, if she just wanted to leave, like, let her go. I can't. What am I gonna, like, I'm not gonna hold someone hostage that doesn't want to be with me. That is just, that's really insecure, yo. How many? This guy just does everything, bro. Fuck it. This guy kind of looks like him, so we'll watch it.
Emerge of Brian Dirty Laundrie, this time in Raleigh, North Carolina. And if you want to stay up to date on Gabby Petito updates, please.
I think there was a hacker going live and trolling, probably.
For notifications. A woman was on what appears to be Instagram Live.
But Brian's do yeah, keep it coming with these witness videos. Bar. Shoot. Sweet. Let's just type in sighting. Some news I've seen followed by embarrass all of us. I feel like I couldn't say I saw him unless I walked up to him and asked him for ID. Oh, what do you look like?
And I was picking up a DoorDash outside, and I noticed this guy was getting flustered walking out of a hotel. He got back into his car and drove off with another guy. And I went downstairs to let the hotel know, and they said that he didn't know where he was going and he had the wrong hotel. And I'm just trying to figure out if this looks like him or if I just fell too far down the rabbit hole. I mean, you can see the dip in his mustache, like right here.
Where'd she get that picture from? Did she snap that photo? Shit. Kinda looks like him. Huh. They found this dude, talked to him, whoever was in that camp thing. It's crazy. One.
Yeah, I saw him. They went for a walk in the neighborhood. That was about all I saw. Okay, so you saw him. Okay, September. I'm sure.
Yeah, probably not. In Canada, I felt like. However he would have gotten there, someone would have saw him by then. He's probably laying low in the backseat of someone's car if they're driving around.
Came out to take a stroll in the neighborhood. That was really all. You didn't think anything of it? No, not at all.
He can't do much to change his appearance. He's bald.
Yeah, we'd seen them do that.
Beard or beardless, like I'm pretty sure people are gonna know who he is.
They would go for a walk through the neighborhood. So, over the last 2 years, you used to see her all the time?
Spirit box session.
They actually hadn't been in the house for the last 2 years. The whole family. They didn't actually. There was somebody renting the house. I read that, yeah. And so, but once they moved in, we did see her occasionally. Yeah. Not very often. We saw Brian more so.
This is coming from the chat. Probably speculation. This is my first time seeing it, just saying. Your response comes. What? What? Okay, is he talking to her from the dead? Okay, yeah, we got back on out of here before we make some people mad. I'm not gonna do that.
Matthew Young is a former FBI agent. He is also.
I'll definitely watch it on my alone time. Can't do it on here.
Firm. And
let's see what the poll says.
Here. So we're seeing all of the manpower.
There's 12% of you that said Brian's.
But now
who said Brian's parents shouldn't be charged? Is the real question.
There must be so much going on behind the scenes, right? That we
he knows a real estate agent in Illinois.
Oh yes, there's quite a bit going on behind the scenes. Primarily at this point, it's probably a cyber investigation.
That could be nice. You could have some houses lined up for him to just stay in, some empty homes.
He did internet searches. He did sites he visited, social media people he.
That's what I'm saying. Who did say no? I don't know. Oh well, someone did say just because his parents look guilty doesn't mean they are guilty, which I understood. They just exercise their constitutional right to. Oh shit! To just stay silent, which is true. But I mean, I feel like even in the minds of a juror, you staying silent doesn't help you when it comes to going to render a verdict. I feel like that's also talked about there. That's also talked about in the jury room. Like, okay, they didn't say anything that could be called convict them, but they also didn't say anything to help them.
That's more valuable from less valuable. And certainly there's social media posts that are just people grabbing attention. There's ones that
yeah, we'll do, Devin.
And if they sort those out, they'll be able to get the
he's gonna be wearing a woman's wig clean. I mean, he is like what,
So I
5'8".
wanted to ask you about this development today. The
He
Laundrie
could
family
just, you know.
Twitter says that
I
he
mean,
went
he
along
doesn't
with
have girly
his cell
features
phone
though.
and his wallet behind before
But
he
he
left his
could.
parents' home. They said that they might be worried for his safety. What does that tell you? And what does it tell you that he allegedly used Gabby's credit card?
Well, it tells me that he's hiding something.
Hey guys, leave a sub so you can see me do this more often in the future. Appreciate it.
Or something, because those are trackable items. Your debit card, when you use it's trackable. Your cell phone's trackable.
Yeah, yeah.
He could have taken an iPad or a computer with him, or some other kind of electronic device that he's unaware is trackable. So I'm sure the FBI is on that. I'm sure they know all his electronic devices that he had in his possession, or Gabby had in her possession, and they're scouring those for clues to where he may have gone.
What's it called?
So to you, it wouldn't mean that maybe
I mean, shoot, man. The parents haven't said anything, so I mean that's the only thing keeping them out of jail. But shoot, I feel like they should go to jail. If it was me, man, if I was in that, like, sure, they may have not known anything. Like, I don't know. I can't prove that they knew anything.
search has been going on now for nearly a week. There's so much
I can't prove it.
involved. How long do you anticipate
Damn,
law enforcement
they might
and
walk
search
away.
and rescue crews will keep devoting the efforts to find Brian Laundrie?
Well, that's a good question. You know, the FBI could have this going on for months, to be honest with you. I mean, because it is a missing person thing. It is interstate in their statutes. They're going to have a team on this for a long time until there's some resolution. As for the local and the state officials, you know, they may be overwhelmed with other things that are more important that come up as the weeks and months go on. So I don't know if they'll taper back or not.
I wonder if WJFLA is still going. They were doing this all week. Anything about Gabby, they would just automatically pick up on. No, maybe I take it wrong. Search this. Oh no, WFLA. There's no J in there. Oh, yeah.
The Laundrie family attorney says Brian left his home here without his phone or his wallet, and his folks are concerned that he might hurt himself. Today,
Way too late. Way too late for all this. Even if Brian's he doesn't talk, he may walk free. Now, he's definitely not walking free. But he can walk on the murder charges. He still has the, what's it called, debit card charges against him, which I think are pretty solid. You're probably on camera. What's it called? It's in the wild. Yeah, you still have the debit card challenges on Gabby's license. That's from the book of Lullaby.
On your side is speaking with a self-proclaimed outdoor expert who says he's
the moth is a sacrifice.
Knows what Brian is up against is tough.
Gabby's license, but the
by now he would be in such discomfort he would give himself up because he's going to want food, he's going to want shelter. I'd be surprised if he's there, and if so, I'd be surprised if he was alive.
This one?
And here's a live look at some flowers and signs just outside the Laundrie family home. Those signs of Gabby's face saying,
oh, happy Halloween. Oh, what's it called? This isn't the MacBook, so I can't see some emojis.
Back to you.
All right, thank you so much.
Well, I believe you.
Now to the latest on the search for Brian Laundrie. It was 1 week ago tonight that his parents told the FBI that they hadn't seen their son since the morning of September 4th. That was a few days after the body of his fiancée, Gabby Petito, had been found in Wyoming, where the...
Like, are you not supposed to leave town in the missing person investigation? And if his parents knew there was, like, the daughter missing, and they knew he was going hiking, why didn't they report something sooner, you know? Like, I feel like if my girlfriend went missing, and I didn't say anything, the cops would be like, don't leave town. You know? So me to go home to my parents would be literally doing something they just told me not to do. Or in his case, him going camping would be him leaving town. Right? Check Brian's background. What's Brian's YouTube? Anyone know? Smooth and solid. They can come up with the story of why he used their cards. Huh! Huh! You! What? There's no way. If the card, because they did say there's a chance that the cards may not be Gabby's. So I guess he stole someone else's card? I don't know. But, bro, if they do that, I mean, his lawyer is the same person that represented Aaron Hernandez and Casey Anthony. Both of them got off their cases. Brian Laundrie's lawyer. Let's search up his lawyer. I was like, damn. He spent no expense. Or, what's it called? Yeah, he basically spent no expense trying to do this. Well, that's what my girlfriend told. I'm not sure if it's the same. What's his name? Brian Stephen Bertolino. Stephen Bertolino's probably getting a lot of press because of this. And, you know, in the other world, good or bad press is still press. Especially if it's helping him get off. Like, you're gonna have everybody. Everybody wanting you if they're, what's it called? Guilty of something. Yeah, right? No, and Brian's family is just too laid back about everything. First, their almost daughter-in-law goes missing, and they just say nothing. And then now their son goes missing, and still nothing. Maybe he didn't do the Casey Ann. Let's see. Do it outside. He tells the guy, you got a problem, hit him up. Yeah, what is the likelihood? You're right. What is the likelihood that they would have? Because you need a PIN or a zip code if you're ever like getting gas or buying food. Only time like it probably would just be like McDonald's, I guess, where they don't really run the PIN. But I feel like you wouldn't know until you're there. Some places do that. So yeah, it definitely is probably Gabby's. Let me go back and see another video. Read debit cards and read more or listen more about the charges. Debit card fraud.
Arrest warrant has been issued for Brian Laundrie, but not for the murder of his fiancée, Gabby Petito. It's for using an unauthorized bank card following her disappearance. Laundrie's parents returned to their
right, if she's dead. That's the same. What's it called? Reason he got charged with bank fraud. It's the same, I guess, reason I'm trying to apply for car theft. If there's no authorized access use of the debit card, it's legal, just like him taking the car. What's my IG? Alex Jr. Joseph. Actually the same as my YouTube.
Yes, so the arrest warrant is for that, quote, unauthorized access of devices. And we were talking earlier, it's not for Gabby's cell phone, rather.
Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys.
One bank card in which they say that Brian Laundrie obtained more than $1,000. And again, this is not for the homicide of Gabby Petito, but for unauthorized access of devices. That credit card that he apparently used while on the trip. And I just talked to a local lawyer, Brian Camarino, and he says this is a great way for authorities to take Laundrie into custody as soon as they are able to find him.
I guess you can build more of a case for that murder charge. If you have him in there and you can question him.
Implicating him in the homicide.
Yeah.
They may not have any evidence to implicate him in the homicide. So let's arrest him on a charge, a valid charge. And then when he's apprehended, then we can interrogate him about perhaps the dead body and go from there. So I think it's just another way of lawfully finding him.
Ooh. Hey Karen, thanks for joining in.
To look for him and take him into
custody. Let me know what you think about this whole situation.
Yeah, and again, unauthorized access of devices. It's not.
Yeah, he definitely did take her card.
But for that credit card, and the search here at Carlton.
I want to know what he did with her cell phone. Is the real question.
Investigators will more than likely wrap up. They've been doing that just as sun comes down. We've seen a lot of those searches.
Do you think he could have hitchhiked with her phone, and then maybe like brought it somewhere else and said like, "Hey, look, I wasn't with." I don't know, but then yeah, her phone and the hitchhiker would ping together, and
is not
Brian
being
would
done
come
in
back.
vain. He says that there's something
Huh.
that's leading them to this area, and it may not be Brian himself, but it could be something that Brian put in the reserve. Mark and Kelly, back to you.
And Kim, quick question. We know
Damn.
that Gabby's
They
family
searched so
in
hard
New
they
York
found
said
other
that they would
bodies.
speak to the media, and we have not heard from them. I know they have a lot to say. When Gabby is home, any idea?
First up here at 10 o'clock, we have some new developments for you. Brian Laundrie has been indicted, not in connection with
August 31st to the 1st. Yeah, I work too, Karen. I just do this in between work. I've got people like you. Make it so much more fun. Thanks for viewing, guys. Keep liking. We'll just keep snooping around for Gabby. Gabby's ex, Brian. Any sightings, any crazy reports, I'll definitely be on top of it. Probably gonna do this every day until it goes to trial, so we'll see. She died late August 27th or 28th. So yeah, I did this in another video. There was a hurricane this week in Florida. He came back right before a hurricane. So 27th, they're last seen, I think, at a restaurant. Let me see, when did the hitchhiker pick up Brian? Because yeah, I'm pretty sure 27th is when she's last seen alive. What? Wait a sec, she picked him up alone? Like, just by herself?
Not hearing much at all from law enforcement. A few words from Northport.
August 29th.
She posted a series of videos, as you mentioned,
On the 29th?
TikTok. Now she claims that she and her
Dude,
boyfriend
you
met Brian
cross
at a
country
rest
quick,
area
bro.
in the northern section of this
Oh
park.
no, wait a second here.
Here's her explanation for sharing this information.
Which is 1, 2, 3.
My name's
Okay,
Margaret
that's
Baker,
possible.
And on August 29th, my boyfriend and I picked up Brian at Grand Teton.
Oh damn, you have the whole
5:30 at night at Coulter Bay.
location of where she fucking put it in now.
Him because I saw him from
43.
TikTok, which then made me call the authorities.
46.
And
God.
my boyfriend and I had
Longitude
been
and
in contact
latitude.
with a bunch of different people to help piece together different parts of this case.
And now she
Oh,
claims
Lord.
again this happened near Coulter Bay. There's a campsite up there. With
Why
some
do you?
showers.
Looks like you went to
That's where
Google
she
Maps and
claims
just
she
put in
met
the
Brian Laundrie. It's
GPS of
outside
where.
the showers there on the northern section of the Grand Teton National Park. It's also one of the less crowded areas that we've encountered here over the past couple days. We saw a few families out there having a picnic, enjoying some time on the beach near the lake as well.
There's
Here's
no way.
more
I
of her
definitely did put
accounts
that
of
in
what
wrong.
happened.
You know what? I think I could have just typed in
He approached us asking us for a ride because he needed to go to Jackson, which we were
Gabby's
going to Jackson that
burial
night.
spot.
So I said, hop in. He hopped in the back of my Jeep. We then, proceeded to make small talk. But before he came in the car, he offered to pay us like $200
Oh, I know what I said.
to give him a ride, like 10 miles. That was kind of weird.
I think they didn't know that they went camping. I guess
He's been camping for multiple days.
I feel like
without his fiance.
they weren't really being watched until
on their social media page back at their van.
I don't even know. Like when they reported Brian missing, because it seems like nobody was watching that family. They know about the family, but nobody kept a close, watchful eye on them. It's kind of creepy right across the pond. Go to Google Earth, not maps. Okay.
People claiming that they saw something, but we felt we wanted to share this with you just because her account was so detailed and really
I have not done this
shared
since a
so many
kid.
details about what she believes happened.
where?
Reporting right now in Grand Teton National Park, John Franke, Fox
No
News
spaces with the
Utah.
coordinates.
John, it
Okay.
seems like one of the consistent
Got some
things in
fun
this case is that
to
we're
chat
really
with.
not
I'm
hearing
having
much at
a
all
lot of
from
fun.
law enforcement. A few words from Northport, Florida, but not much there. Really only the
Leave a
local
like and
police
sub. I
giving us
appreciate all
anything.
you guys.
Is that, it seems like we thought we were going to get something up there from the FBI or the sheriff's office. And
Okay, so we're searching in these coordinates. No.
Yeah, you know,
No.
in my
Okay.
experience of covering missing person cases,
Like right here.
authorities are always
Jeez. Do I just type it in right here, guys?
They don't want
Type
to,
in L and
alert a
L.
suspect that they might be onto something. And today there was a press conference planned right here for this area at the Visitor Center at Grand Teton National Park.
L?
We heard about that at around
No.
2 o'clock Mountain Time this
I
afternoon.
don't think so.
But just before 4 o'clock, when that press conference was supposed to start, we actually set up a podium here with microphones to
Holy fuck,
talk
this
to
is kind of
authorities.
crazy.
We were then alerted that that press conference had been canceled. And today the FBI has not released any new information. So again, details.
This is actually kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie.
We don't know what the scope or the size of the search is here. We have not seen any
I live over here. I'm from Jersey, though.
crews as well searching. So right now, a lot
okay,
in the
okay.
dark as to what is going on with the search and if Grand
Oh,
Teton
okay, I
National
see.
Park
My fault.
is
I'm gonna
still
type it in. I'm gonna
a
type
place
it
of
in.
interest for investigators.
Well,
46.
we'll
No,
be here soon a
43.
little bit about what's
You
going
said
on
no
behind the
space,
scenes
please.
there. John Fonke, thank you
43.
so much for all your work up there.
46.
Gabby Petito's fiance is considered missing, and the search for him is ending its second day. The attorney for Brian Laundrie's family said Friday night that they have
you
not
have to
heard
give.
from him since Tuesday.
I feel like I'm not putting it in the
Crews are
right
now
place.
focused on a 25,000-acre piece
Is
of
this where
land
you
in
type in
Sarasota
all
County
the?
called Carlton's Reserve. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank shows us the progress they've
Can't
made
type it in right
and why
here.
the search is a challenge.
Oh, wait a second. 43, 46, 53. Okay. I could just move it. I'm on the right. I'm already somewhere in the area.
They know saw Gabby Petito after family last spoke to her August 25th.
So 43, 46, 32. Oh, shoot. Go up, down. I don't know where the hell I'm looking at. Oh, wait. With where the mouse draws. So 32? 32. Right here. And then you go up and down? No, you gotta go left and right. 32, left. You said 55? So right, 41, 55? No.
His attorney said police were invited to the home by parents who said they hadn't heard from him since Tuesday.
110, 29, 55. So
They also believe that this is where he came.
okay, so then I'm somewhere over here.
Police searched the 200-acre Myakkahatchee Creek Park nearly 12 hours
110,
Saturday,
39.
and
Oh
went
my
through the
god.
25,000-acre Carlton
So
Reserve.
somewhere in this area, basically, is what you're saying. Yeah, we're about to near the Elk Ranch Reservoir. So we're at 40. Okay, let me get in closer. It's 43, 46. So I think I have to go down a little bit. 43, 46, 32. So somewhere in this area. And then it's 110, 29, 55. So, oh, right there. No, that's 28. So 29, 55 is right here. I have to fix the 46, 32, 32, right here. Which kind of looks like what's it? 43, 46, 32, north, 110, 29, 55. So this is basically where her body was found. Let's see.
New tonight, crime scene tape has come down and a memorial is growing in Bridgerton Teton National Forest in Wyoming. That's where a body was found over the weekend, thought to be that of Gabby Petito.
The memorial is just the latest detail to unfold as the
Okay, so I've heard the restaurant was somewhere within 10 minutes of a body, though, no? Where would you go to eat? Out here, bro. This guy, oh my.
To see all nature has to offer in Wyoming.
Didn't expect that one coming here.
A dark cloud looms as news spread of Gabby Petito likely being
Maybe,
found
oh, well, we're on Google Earth. I don't think we can find, but you see that Spreads Creek, right? Spread Creek. Go across the pond.
Just because you don't know what exactly happened, you don't know who could
What's the
be
pond
out
at?
there. Exactly.
Husband and wife Nilesh and Sharu Singh have been closely
Is this
following
it?
this case ever since they
900
moved the
feet is where
trip.
the
And
body
then suddenly
was
from Google,
across
we
the
started getting this
pond.
news that this woman is missing.
I don't even see any bodies of
So
water.
suddenly on
All
daily
dry.
basis, it started to appear on my news feed.
Now seeing law enforcement here, they're feeling uneasy.
We've just been trying to keep our eyes and ears open and just to know what's happening and what's the government doing about this and how safe are we really.
This news has kept us like always checking the news, following it, and not go off trails.
The big question on everyone's mind,
Across that little river. I was like this right here?
And I really am curious to hear about the
I think
boyfriend
that's
side of the story.
where the van was found.
Seems
Now.
like it's
Looks like a
kind
dirt
of,
road.
all the details.
Are these rivers right
All
here?
the information to, especially the girl's family.
Behind a tree.
I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure.
There are
This
clear
looks like Google.
indicators that law
Oh wait,
enforcement has
3D.
been
Oh
searching
fuck.
this area. We also
That
found
is
what
fucking
appears
crazy.
to be
That's Google Earth.
a
It's good.
memorial right across the creek over here.
Ah,
This area
what's
was
over here?
closed for several days as law enforcement searched for,
Like an
and they
encampment.
believe eventually found Gabby Petito. A autopsy is
Yeah, these are like
scheduled for
cars and buildings
tomorrow.
right here. So
In the
okay, they're not that far
National
from.
Forest, Cindy Glenn,
God
Fox 13 News,
damn.
Utah.
In Florida, what investigators said
They're not
about
that far
the Gabby
from
Petito
civilization.
case over the weekend triggered an outpouring of support from friends and strangers.
Mourners are now building a growing memorial for Petito
This
at
is
City
very
Hall
3D.
in Northport, Florida, leaving
Alright,
flowers,
let's go back
balloons,
to
and
the.
pictures, all in Gabby's memory. Some people have come from as far
That
away as New
was
York to pay
insightful. Thanks for showing me that.
I'm just
Crazy,
so
bro.
sorry about your loss. My heart goes out to everybody. She's a beautiful angel now.
There's a lot of people praying for him right now. I know we are. We're thinking about him. I know there's nothing we can say to take their pain away, but
Oh, what's it called? Reference the pictures of the stone memorial and like.
New tonight.
Yeah, so basically this is what we're looking at. So.
Crime scene tape has come down and a memorial is growing.
Yeah,
in
wider
Bridgerton,
shot of it.
Teton.
Appears to be a memorial right across the creek over here. This
Oh, yeah,
area
like you
was
just said.
closed for several days as law enforcement searched for, and they believe eventually found Gabby Petito. A autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow. In the Bridgerton Teton National Forest, Cindy Glenn.
And I think this is that path too, that
Go ahead and tell me
where they
everything. I
show
know
the
it's
van on.
emotional. How did you even feel at that moment?
So. Yeah, this is that path, I'm pretty sure. And so there's a river somewhere nearby that I'm too blind to see. It seems like, yeah, like she was kind of just looking going into here. So they actually have two crosses now. Yeah, yeah, because the stepdad did do that, and then I remember there was someone like who no one knew did it too. I mean, it's literally where she was just temporarily buried. They have the body now. Dang.
When you saw that van, knowing that you have possibly, well, now we know the piece of evidence that was really needed.
I was just in that moment, like relief just washed over me. Because
Yeah,
I could give
yeah.
this to their parents, to Gabby's parents, and say, hey, here's the van. Go do whatever you need to do. Like, I was just so happy that we caught that on camera and were able to give that to them.
Their camera footage is weird, yo.
I mean, Gabby,
And people are
I'm not sure
like,
if she ever
what's it
saw
called?
your stuff, but she was
This
trying
is
to
Fox.
follow a lifestyle that you and your family are living. This
They
case is
Fox
not
has been like at the
way that
forefront